Looking for a proxy service that allows you to enjoy unlimited connection without restricting the amount of bandwidth you can consume? Then come in now to see our recommended unlimited proxies. Do you consume a lot of bandwidth and find proxies that come with metered bandwidth such as Luminati, Smart Proxy, and GeoSurf not cost-effective? Then you need to jump ship and move toward using unlimited bandwidth proxies. Unlimited connection versus unlimited bandwidth? With unlimited connection proxies, you can connect to almost all of their proxy network at the same time, so you have the ability to get and use thousands of IPs at one time. Obviously, those types of providers sold the proxies charged by bandwidth/GB used. With unlimited bandwidth proxies, you do not have to care about bandwidth usage as the bandwidth available to you is not metered. This makes them actually cheaper compared to their metered proxies counterparts. However, to avoid abuse and maintain optimum performance, the number of devices and concurrent connections is limited, so if a provider offers unlimited bandwidth, the provider will give fixed ports to buy, like 10 ports. Those 10 ports are unlimited bandwidth, but you only can get 10 different IPs at the same time. So, you have to choose based on your needs. This article will be used to introduce to you the top unlimited bandwidth proxies in the market. But before that, let's take a look at what they are and their application. Unlimited residential proxies. While data center proxy service is the ones known with providing unlimited proxies, residential proxies are taking the challenge and providing them too. The residential proxy providers that provide unlimited proxies are going to be discussed below. 1. Storm Proxies. Storm Proxies is one of the providers of residential proxies with unmetered bandwidth, but limit the number of threads that can be created. Storm Proxies is slightly limited by the number of IPs it has in its pool, but exceed you need hundreds of thousands. You will not have a problem using their proxies. You can get some of the most specialized proxies from Storm Proxies, ranging from social media proxies, ticketing proxies, and even sneaker proxies. Its residential proxies are priced based on ports. 2. Shifter. Shifter is formerly known as Microleaves before rebranding into Shifter in 2020. Currently, Shifter is one of the largest proxy networks in the market, with over 31 million residential IPs in its pool. They make use of a self-replenishing system that constantly monitors the pool to remove bad IPs. Shifter's pricing is based on number of ports. When it comes to pricing, Shifter is expensive when compared with Storm Proxies. However, the pricing is still a friendly one when compared to many other providers. 3. Proxy Rack. The popularity of Proxy Rack is in question when compared with the other providers on the list. However, it might interest you to know that it is one of the best proxy providers, especially when unlimited residential proxy providers are mentioned. Proxy Rack has a residential proxy pool with over 1 million residential IPs. When it comes to pricing, Proxy Rack can also be said to be one of the friendly residential proxy providers in the market. Unlimited data center proxies. Data center proxies are at the forefront of providing unlimited proxies. Unlike residential proxies that make use of devices that they do not own, data center proxies own all of their infrastructures, and as such, they can afford to provide unlimited bandwidth at a lower price. There are many unlimited data center proxies in the market. Let's take a look at the top 3. 1. MyPrivate Proxy. MyPrivate Proxy is arguably the data center proxy provider in the market right now. Make no mistake about it, their proxies are super fast, built with the best infrastructure to provide you superb performance and reliability. They are also compatible with a good number of sites and are quite affordable too. MyPrivate Proxy proxies come with unlimited bandwidth. When it comes to their multi-threaded capabilities, MyPrivate Proxy allows you to create up to 100 threads, but I will advise you to go gentle on this, else performance may be affected. 2. SSL Private Proxy. All the proxies discussed in this article are secure, and SSL Private Proxy is not an exception. SSL Private Proxy service is one of the data center proxy providers with unlimited proxies, both bandwidth and number of threads allowed. However, you need to keep the number of concurrent threads at a minimal for optimal performance. When it comes to pricing, SSL Private Proxy is a little bit expensive compared to many others in its league. It has good location coverage in North America and a few other locations in Europe. 3. Instant proxies. If you have been reading our articles on data center proxies, you will notice that hardly do we talk about data center proxies without discussing instant proxies. It is for a reason, and the reason is not far-fetched from the fact that it is incredibly cheap. And mind you, that it is cheap does not mean it is less functional compared to the others. Interestingly, instant proxies come with unlimited bandwidth, and the number of threads allowed is not also limited. They have a system that tests proxies before selling them to you.